everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone present on that side. I again welcome each and everyone on the live physics VK channel. So here we are again gathered and we are again present here to continue our class 11th, and that topic that we were dealing, or the chapter that we were dealing, was units and measurement. And in the units and measurement we have deal up to the errors. So if I revise quickly, so in the previous lecture we talk about the errors. We talk about the various types or the different methods of error, and we studied the one of the most important thing about the error, and that important thing is how to analyze when we have some random observations from any experiment. And I hope with that explanation and with that representation of that random error, you have done your all the numericals which has been provided you as the assignment. Okay, so now we are going to continue and we are going to take the error to the next level, and that level that we are going to discuss, and this is the most important from the point of view of the error, and that is the combinations of the error. So for today the topic that we are dealing is combinations of errors. Means in the previous topic we discussed how to represent any physical quantity when it is being observed 5 times or 6 times. Means let's suppose you performed any experiment, and from that experiment you got any physical quantity, but you performed that experiment 5 times. So you got a 5 random values. So how to study that? So first of all you calculated that experiment's mean value, and we call that as a true value. Then you calculated the absolute error, followed by the mean absolute error, followed by the relative error, and finally the percentage error. And at the end we represented that physical quantity in term of the behalf कि हमसे क्या पूछा गया है. So now the point and the things that we want to discuss, and that I want to discuss, that any physical quantity can be represented. Let's suppose for quantity A. So let for first physical quantity. So I am going to combine two physical quantity. So let's suppose we have first physical quantity having true value A. Let's suppose. So what is the true value, or you can say the mean value of the first physical quantity A, and the error value in the first physical quantity is delta. So I have the first physical quantity whose true value, means whose standard value is A, and how much error is occurring, that averagely delta. So this is your first physical quantity. So thus the representation, so the representation of the first physical quantity is A plus minus delta A. So this is the representation of the first physical quantity. That how we can represent any physical quantity? So true value plus minus error, means error can be added or error can be subtracted. Means mistake कितना है, गलती तो गलती होता है, that how much we are dealing ahead, क्या हम उससे थोड़ा आगे जा रहे हैं या हम उस true value से थोड़ा सा पीछे हैं. So this is the representation of the first physical quantity. But one thing that I want to discuss about this, and that part is this one. Please. Very small thing but very much important thing that we are going to use in the further case, that delta A is less than A. Means the error in the first physical quantity is always less than the true value of the first physical quantity. For an example, that let's suppose as usual जो मैं हमेशा example देता हूँ, the length of the marker. Let's suppose the length of the marker is 14 centimeters. So this is its true value. So this is your A. Okay. Let's suppose any student which performed the experiment, means which measured the length of this marker by using the scale, and he found that the measured value is 14.2 centimeter. So this is your true value, this is your measured value. So what is your error here? Which is true value minus measured value in the mode, and it would be 0.2 centimeter. So now the point is that whenever we are going to do any experiment, so mostly and precisely the amount of error and the amount of mistake that is being done in the measurement, or जो गलती हो रहा है, that mistake is always less than the true value. Means if the true value is 14 centimeter, क्या आप possibly ऐसा सोच सकते हैं that true value is 14 centimeter and the measured value is 30 centimeter? Means इस marker का true length 14 centimeter है, पर जब आप measure करने गए तो वो 30 centimeter मिला. How much error that we are occurring here? That the error that we are occurring is 16 centimeter. Means error is greater than the true value. It is being not done. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. If anybody has a mass 100 kg, so when you are going to measure it actually, means उसका true mass 100 kg, और जब आप उसे measure करने गए, it might be 101, it might be 102, 103, 99, 98, 97. ऐसा थोड़ी होगा कि आपका 100 kg mass है and when you measured it, you found that mass as a 300 kg. Means the error or the difference between the measured value and true value is greater than the actual value or the true value. The difference is always been very small, and this point is very much relevant. So you should know that whenever we are performing any experiment relevantly, in that case the amount of error in that quantity is always been less than the true value. Why it is important? So it will let us, जब हम फ्यूचर में जाएंगे तो हमें इस चीज के बारे में पता चलने वाला है. So similarly, this is our first physical quantity. In a similar manner, let the second physical quantity. Let's talk about the second physical quantity. And about the second physical quantity, let's suppose its true value is B. I'm talking about some more or another physical quantity whose true value is B and whose error value is delta B. Means the second physical quantity has its own true value and it has its own error. So what would be the representation, or you can say what would be the overall value? It would be B plus minus delta B. So this is the representation, or you can say this is the correct value of first quantity and this is the correct value of second quantity. Means its true value and plus minus delta B. Correct means measured value, and here is also delta B is less than B. That would be always. Means the error in any physical quantity is always less than the true value of that particular physical quantity, whether we are talking about the first or whether we are talking about the second. So now I have the two physical quantity, two things जिन्हें मैं measure कर सकता हूँ. And in the physics, when we talk about any physical quantity, so ये तो अलग हो गया. Let's suppose you studied the length. So let's suppose for an example, first physical quantity represent the length. It represents the length. Second physical quantity also represents the length. Means let's talk about the displacement. So a student is moving from A to B. This is the first displacement, means the first physical quantity. Then he displaced from B to C. That is the second value. Now we are asking, or now we are talking about what is the net displacement. Okay, so net displacement, when we are going to do about the net displacement, so we are going with the combinations. We are going with the combinations of the physical quantity. So most of the time, either we have to add. So there are the four different operations in the mathematical, or you can say four basic mathematical operations by which we can combine the various physical quantity, and those are: first number, it can be addition, it can be subtraction of the two physical quantity, it can be multiplication, or it can be division. So with that note, I want to clarify that in today's lecture what we are going to do, we are going to do all the four mathematical operations, or you can say all the four combination techniques on the physical quantity. Let's start with the first combination. So this is our common factor for every combination. So first of all we are going to add both of them, then we are going to subtract, then we are going to multiply and divide. So this is the common for everyone. So I have the first physical quantity and the second. So let's first of all learn how to add or how to subtract or how to multiply or divide two quantities. पहले दो को ऐड करना सीखते हैं, तो फिर further so we can easily learn. So first of all what we are going to do, we are going to perform the addition operation. So let us try to add both the physical quantity. So let Z be the new physical quantity or the new value after addition. So what is your new true value? So final true value, it would be Z, which is equal to true value of the first plus true value of the second. So by adding the true value of the first and by adding the true value of the second, we can get the final true value because we are performing the addition. So let's find out the final correct value. So final correct value, let's suppose it is Z plus minus delta Z. What is the Z is representing? Z is representing the final true value and delta Z is representing the final error in the physical quantity after the additions. Because when you add two physical quantity, so after that you will get the true value of the final and you also get the error in the final. So जब भी आप लोग दो ऐसी quantities को ऐड करेंगे जिनमें खुद एक error है, तो लास्ट में आपको error तो definitely मिलना है. But what would be that maximum error when we add the two physical quantity? That is our purpose that we are going to do. So first of all, what we are going to calculate? We are trying to calculate the final correct value or the final measured value. So final measured value means, let's suppose Z plus minus delta Z. So Z represents final true value after addition. Delta Z represents the final error after addition. And this is the thing that we have to be find out. But this is the addition process. So we have to add both the correct value. So what is the correct value of the first? It is A plus minus delta A plus, this is the correct value of the first, plus the correct value of the second. So here we have the final correct value. Z plus minus delta Z is equal to correct value of 1 plus, this is the addition operation that we are applying in between both the physical quantity and the second correct value. Let us try to perform. So delta Z plus minus, Z plus minus delta Z is equal to, if you open, you will get A plus B. What is here? Plus minus delta A, plus minus delta A and plus minus delta B. So if we try to rearrange, so Z plus minus delta Z is equal to A plus B plus minus common delta A plus delta B. Now, what is this? Z, the true value of the physical quantity after addition. And what is that? A plus B. It is the sum of the true value of both the physical quantities individually. So we know that the true value of the final quantity is equal to the true value of the first plus true value of the second. So this will cancel with this. Means when this Z goes on this side, it would be negative and they will eliminate. So what left? Plus minus delta Z is equal to plus minus delta A plus delta B. Plus minus symbol cancel with the plus minus, and what you got? Delta Z is equal to delta A plus delta B. What does the final conclusion we get? That delta Z, what was that delta Z? Delta Z is the final error. Final error means the error after the combination. But which combination or which performance or which operation that we are performing? Addition. So the final error after addition is equal to error of the first quantity and error of the second quantity. So by this manner we can perform the addition. Means if I have the true value of the first and the error of the first, if I have the true value of the first, true value of the second and the error of the second. So how can I add both the quantity? So the final true value is equal to true value of the first and the true value of the second, and final error is equal to the error of the first and the error of the second. Means during the addition true value also adds, and during the addition error also adds. So this is your what? Maximum possible error. This is the maximum possible error when we perform addition operation among the two physical quantity. Done? So this is our first combination. On side by side, I want to perform quickly our second operation, and that second operation is subtraction. So I want that कि हम लोग एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन को एक साथ डील करते हैं स्टार्टिंग में. So why? Again, let's suppose when we subtract both the quantities. So these quantities are same. Please try to understand. These two quantities are going to be common for every operation. So I want to add both of them, I want to subtract, I want to multiply. So I'm not going to write this again and again. And in the same manner, I also suggest you also please do not write this given part again and again. So mention it firstly ki what is the thing that has been mentioned, then perform your operation. So I am going directly on the subtraction, but I am going to do the subtraction of these two quantities having true value A and error delta A, which is A plus minus delta A, and having second physical quantity with true value B and the error delta B. Let's try to operate, and again let Z be the final new physical quantity. Let's suppose Z हमारा नया फिर से physical quantity है that we are going to get. So what is the true value? So let it be right to better in a final true value. So final true value Z is equal to A minus B. Means the true value is going to be performed in a subtraction manner. तो वो तो हमारा subtraction होगा. Let's talk about the final correct value, or you can say the final measured value. It means Z plus minus delta Z is equal to first correct value A plus minus delta A minus B plus minus delta. We are going to perform the subtraction operation. Please open the bracket. So Z plus minus delta Z is equal to A plus minus delta A minus B plus minus delta B. Okay, here it is plus minus, and when you multiply the minus with that, so it will become minus plus, or it would be the same thing. Plus minus means एक बार add करना है, एक बार subtract करना है. Means once plus minus means when you write 2 plus minus 0.1. What is that final value? 2 plus 0.1, it would be 2.1, and when you perform the minus, it would be 1.9. When you change this symbol, it would become minus plus. So what would be the final value again? Firstly, if you perform minus, it would be 1.9 and it would be 2.1. Means whenever there is a plus minus or the minus plus between the ट्रू वैल्यू एंड बिटवीन द एरर के बीच का जो सिंबल है, दैट वी कॉल्ड एज अ टॉलरेंस, दैट ऑलवेज गिव्स यू द सेम न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू. I am talking about that will always gives you the same numerical value. If there is a plus minus means it shows कि पहले कौन सा ऑपरेशन करेंगे, पहले ऐड कर लेते हैं फिर सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं, या फिर आप कर लो पहले सब्ट्रैक्ट कर लो फिर ऐड कर लो. Numerical values are going to be same both of the time. So that's why when you open that bracket, so this negative sign, call this as a negative plus, and I will write as a plus minus again so that हम लोग confused ना हो. So z plus minus delta z is equal to, collect all the true value, it is a minus b, and it would be plus minus delta a plus delta b. Now again when we perform this, z stands for the final true value, and that is always equal to the true value of the first quantity minus the true value of the second. Means the thing is that true value is your exact value or the standard value, and the true value always go along the same operation जो आप apply कर रहे हैं. If you want to add, true value always add. If you want to subtract, true value subtract. In future, if you want to multiply, true value multiply, and if you want to divide, true value divide. Means true value is that standard value जो हम लोग हमेशा देखते हैं. If someone says the length of the square is 10 centimeter, find the area. So you will say, sir, the area of square is length into length. So you perform the multiplication operation among the two length. दो length को आपने multiply किया. Two length को multiply किया. What does it mean? You are multiplying the two lengths as a physical quantities. एक लेंथ 1 है एक लेंथ 2 है, माइट भी दोनों का न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू स्क्वायर है तो इक्वल है, बट है तो दो लेंथ ना. बट इन दैट केस वी ओनली टॉक अबाउट द स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू की, दैट इज 10 सेंटीमीटर. तो इसका मतलब जो स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू है वो हमेशा उसी ऑपरेशन पे वर्क करेगा जो ऑपरेशन आप लगाने जा रहे हैं. आप चाहे उन्हें ऐड करने जा रहे हैं, वंस यू वांट टू कैलकुलेट द सर्कमफेरेंस और द पैरामीटर ऑफ द स्क्वायर, कुछ भी निकालना है, आप उसे सब्ट्रैक्ट करने जा रहे हैं. इफ यू वांट टू कैलकुलेट द डिफरेंस, आप उसे मल्टीप्लाई करने जा रहे हैं, डिवाइड करने जा रहे हैं. तो ट्रू वैल्यू ऑलवेज गो अलोंग द सेम ऑपरेशन. द पर्पस एंड द थिंग इज वी हैव टू टॉक अबाउट द एरर, कि एरर कैसे काम करता है. एंड वंस वी डिस्कस दैट, व्हाट लेफ्ट, प्लस माइनस डेल्टा z इज इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस डेल्टा a प्लस डेल्टा b, एंड व्हाट इज द फाइनल वी गॉट, delta z is equal to delta a plus delta b. And this is the surprisingly thing that we got. What we got? We got here. That's why I am requesting, I am suggesting that we will perform the subtraction and addition on the same side, so that हम लोग दोनों के result को compare कर सके. And what is the final result that we got in the combinations? And that final result is the true value during the addition always add, true value during the subtraction always subtract, because true value performs the same operation जो आप apply कर रहे हैं. But when we talk about the error, what we got to know, that during addition the final or the total error or the maximum possible error is always the sum of the error of the first and the sum of the error of the second. And when we subtract any two physical quantity, in that case also the maximum possible error is always the addition of, is always the sum of the error of the first quantity and the second quantity. It means, अगर मैं आपसे एक जनरल लैंग्वेज में बात करूं, let's suppose you measure the first length, आपने एक लेंथ मेजर किया, डन ना, you measure the first length and this marker have its own true value and its have its own error. मतलब थोड़ा true value आ गया और फिर आपने उसका एरर भी देख लिया, that true value minus measured value. I have another marker whose have its own true value and its own error. अब चलो हम इन दोनों का डिफरेंस निकालते हैं. So मान लीजिए फर्स्ट मार्कर में मैंने 0.1 सेंटीमीटर का मिस्टेक किया, तो व्हाट इज द एरर इन माय फर्स्ट मार्कर? इट इज 0.1 सेंटीमीटर. Let's suppose similarly in the second marker I also perform the एक्सपेरिमेंट और मैंने फिर से मिस्टेक कर दी, एनी ऑफ द एरर हो सकता है जो हम लोगों ने डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ हुई है ना, माइट बी इंस्ट्रूमेंटल, माइट बी टेक्निक, माइट बी एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर और माइट बी पर्सनल एरर भी हो सकता है और इंडिविजुअल एरर भी हो सकता है, मेरा गलती भी हो सकता है. And let's suppose I again do the error and my error is again 0.5. तो देखो बात पे ध्यान से सुनना, फर्स्ट मार्कर में मैंने 0.1 का गलती किया, सेकंड मार्कर में भी मैंने 0.1 का मिस्टेक कर दिया, दोनों में मैं गलती कर रहा हूं कितना 0.1. सो लेट्स सपोज आई वांट टू डिफरेंशिएट कि दोनों में डिफरेंशिएट कितना हुआ, दोनों की लेंथ में डिफरेंस कितना है. तो फर्स्ट में अगर मैंने गलती किया है, सेकंड में भी गलती किया है, सो मिस्टेक ऑलवेज एड्स, मतलब एक जर्नल है, दिस इज द फाइनल रिजल्ट, बट इफ वी वांट टू कम्युनिकेट इन द जर्नल लैंग्वेज, दैट मीन्स गलती हमेशा जुड़ता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि फर्स्ट पहले बार में आपने गलती किया, दूसरे बार में भी आपने मिस्टेक कर दिया और चलो दोनों को सबट्रैक्ट करते हैं तो पहले गलती से दूसरा गलती कैंसिल, यानी गलती कैंसिल. दिस कांट बी हैपन. मिस्टेक्स ऑलवेज ओवरकम, गलतियां हमेशा बढ़ती हैं. अगर आपने फर्स्ट मिस्टेक की है, आपने सेकंड की है, चाहे आप उसे एडिशन ऑपरेशन करो, चाहे आप उसे सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑपरेशन करो, एरर्स हमेशा जुड़ के आते हैं. दिस इज द फाइनल कंक्लूजन जो हमें देखने को मिलता है. इसके बारे में मैं आपसे एक और एग्जांपल डिस्कस कर सकते हैं और वी विल डू दैट, बट बिफोर दैट वी गॉट अ कंक्लूजन अबाउट द एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन. And that conclusion, in addition true value adds, errors add. In subtraction true value subtracts but error again adds. यानी एडिशन करो या सब्ट्रैक्शन करो, एरर्स तो हमेशा ऐड ही होंगे. And this is where we have the two combinations of the error. We have done the addition and we have done the subtraction. In a similar manner, we will perform individually multiplication and as well as division within this lecture, because हम लोग चारों combinations को एक साथ ही लेके जाना पसंद करेंगे so that हम लोग सारे numericals एक साथ कर सके. So please first of all do the addition, note it down that term, addition performance and the subtraction. Highlight your final result inside the box. Similarly आपको दिख रहा होगा, and that is the advantage. So there are some students जिनके साथ मैं ऑलरेडी पहले से कनेक्टेड नहीं हूँ, मीन्स हम लोगों ने लेक्चर्स क्लास में एक साथ नहीं लिए हैं, तो सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर न्यू इन दिस लेक्चर और इन दिस वीडियो. सो टू एवरीवन आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग, व्हेनेवर यू फाउंड और व्हेनेवर यू परफॉर्म एनीथिंग, जब भी आप कोई डेरिवेशन करते हैं, न्यूमेरिकल और एनीथिंग, एंड यू फाउंड दैट थिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू हाईलाइट, दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट जो मालूम होना चाहिए. So you have to place that important thing in the box. Make it habit. आदत बनाइए. मैं खुद याद करके नहीं आता कि okay I have to draw the box here. It is a habitual part. आपका हैंड अपने आप ही काम करना शुरू हो जाएगा. If anything important आपके दिमाग को लगता है, हैंड अपने आप वहां पे बॉक्स बना देगा. बट स्टार्टिंग में आपको थोड़ा सा हैबिचुअल बनाना पड़ेगा. So for that, so first of all please note it down. And now we are going to perform the subtraction. So first of all, by pausing the video, addition and subtraction. Done? Okay. Now we are going to perform our next combination, or you can say the next operation, and the next operation is multiplication. So again, I am not rubbing the above data, and that above data is the about the first physical quantity and about the second physical quantity. Let's do the third operation, and that third operation is multiplication. Let us multiply both the physical quantity. Again, let z. So I am using z always as a physical quantity, final physical quantity, whether you do addition operation, whether you do subtraction or the any operation. So that confuse नहीं होते हैं. तो कोई ये ना सोचे सर ये z यहाँ पे आ, ये z. So this is the z of addition, this was the z of subtraction, and this is the z which is going to be of multiplication, and in future it would be of division. तो z ही रखते हैं. x, y, z या a, b, c अलग रखेंगे तो वो आपको ही कंफ्यूज करेगा. अच्छा एडिशन में तो a लिखना था, वो तो आप कुछ भी सिंबल लिख सकते हैं. So let z be the final physical quantity after performing the multiplication. So after multiplication, let Z be the final physical quantity. So let's try final true value. So what would be the final true value? It would be the multiplication of first true value and the second true value. Means true always works according to your operation. So let us find out what final correct value. So final correct value Z plus minus delta Z is equal to first correct value A plus minus delta A multiply B plus minus delta B. So in first case we apply addition, in second we apply subtraction, and in third we are applying multiplication. So do with that simple. So Z plus minus delta Z is equal to, when you multiply, so open the bracket, A with the B, it would be A dot B. Now A with the delta B, so it would be A plus minus A into delta B. Okay. Then delta A with the B, so plus minus delta A into B, and then plus minus delta A into delta B. Clear with that? So here we have all the operations. Now I want to talk about this last term. Since delta A into delta B, that we got one of the term after opening the bracket, that term is the product of error of the A and the error of the B. Delta A. What is delta A? The error. And we have mentioned here earlier, and we have discussed that the error of the first quantity is less than the true value of the first quantity. In the same manner, the error of the second quantity is always less than, means error हमेशा अपनी respective physical quantity से less ही numerical value का होता है, बहुत छोटा होता है error. आप 100, same example, if the mass is 100 kg, तो error कितना आ सकता है? 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg. So that would be that much. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि 100 kg का और गलती कितना कर रहे हैं? 50 kg का मिस्टेक हो रहा है या 100 kg का मिस्टेक हो रहा है, मींस ट्रू वैल्यू भी 100 और मिस्टेक भी 100 कर रहे हैं. Isn't that surprise? इसका मतलब वो एक्सपेरिमेंट, वो टेक्निक तो एप्लीकेबल ही नहीं है, फिर उसको तो आप वहीं पे रिजेक्ट कीजिए. That your true value is 100, your true mass is 100 kg and you apply some technique, आपने कोई टेक्निक लगाया, आपने कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज किया और वो इंस्ट्रूमेंट आपको उसका मास दिखा रहा है 190 kg, मींस 100 है और 190 kg दिखा रहा है, तो एरर इज 90 kg, मींस 102 है और 90 kg का एरर दिखा रहे हो. तो एक काम करो, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एक्सपेरिमेंट को एनालाइज करना और स्टडी करना वो तो बाद का बात है. द फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज कि इतना बड़ा गलती कर रहे हैं, तो एक काम करो, अवॉइड दैट. That error would not be acceptable. Here that word that we use plus minus, I again use a word. What is that symbol represents you? That represents us the tolerance. Tolerance. चलो इस tolerance को एक बार English और general language में बात करते हैं. Tolerance, the ability to tolerate. Tolerate in Hindi सह सकता हूँ, मतलब if I say. So if I say कि इतना एरर है यार इस मेजरमेंट में, so there is that much error, so I will say okay, I can accept that error, I can tolerate it. इतना एरर टॉलरेट हो जाएगा, इतना गलती हुआ है, चलो वो गलती हम एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं, बिकॉज इंस्ट्रूमेंट एरर भी हो जाते हैं, कोई ना कोई फैक्टर ऐसा हो जाता है दैट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एरर. So we can say okay, that is acceptable. So that's why we use a word tolerance. But if your error is very large, if delta A is nearly equal to A, मतलब आपका गलती उतना ही हो रहा है जितना आपका ट्रू वैल्यू है, या फिर when your delta A is greater than A, this thing is not acceptable. ये कभी भी acceptable नहीं है. So under this condition there is no acceptable part. यहाँ पे आप acceptable नहीं हो. You are only acceptable when the error in the any quantity is less than that. Less than word means I am talking about very less than. इतना नहीं कि this is 100 तो 90 है, आप कहो सर 90 is less than 100, we are accepting that. Less than word means we are talking about very small, and this delta also represents you. Please This delta also represents you small change. If you want to know small change, small variation in any of the physical quantity, it represents always the small value. So here delta A is very small, delta B is also small, but they are multiplying. So you all know that when we multiply two numbers, the value always increases. But on the other side, when we multiply two numbers which are very small, the value always very much decreases. When we multiply 3 into 4, what would be 3 into 4? It would be 12. That's okay. But when you multiply 0.3 into 0.04, so both the values are very small, and when we multiply two small number, it would be 0.012. It becomes very small as comparison to both of them. Means when we multiply two small numbers, the final value is always been less than the individual value. तो जब भी दो छोटे नंबर को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, वैल्यू और भी छोटा होता जाएगा. So it means delta A and delta B का product is very small. So since delta A dot delta B is very small, hence it is neglected. So if that value is very small, अगर ये वैल्यू बहुत छोटा है तो इस होल टर्म में इसे हम लोग नेग्लेक्ट कर सकते हैं. So after neglecting, what we got? Z plus minus delta Z is equal to A dot B, means the product of AB, plus minus A dot delta B plus minus delta A dot B. We neglected this part. Now this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now perform. By equation 2, divide by 1. So divide it. So on the left hand side it is Z, and when we divide it, so it would be 1 plus minus delta Z by Z. Am I okay with that? It means this Z is going to divide both the terms. So Z by Z1 and delta Z by Z is equal to, on the right hand side we have A dot B. So this A dot B is going to divide the first term. It would be 1 plus A dot delta B divided by A dot B plus minus delta A dot B divided by A dot B. It is going to divide each and every term on the right hand side. And when we solve this, we got this manner. Okay, here it is 1, here it is 1, both 1 are also cancelled, because when it goes on the right hand side it would be negative. So what we got finally? Delta Z by Z is equal to delta A by A. It is plus minus delta A by A plus minus delta B by B. And when we take the plus minus as a common, which would be cancelled with that, what is the final result we have? Delta Z by Z is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by, and this is the final result of the multiplication of the two physical quantities. And what we learn? We learn that during the multiplication, the final true value is always multiplied. Means the true value always perform the same operation. But about the error, we do not get that the final error is the product of the two errors. Not like that. What we got? Delta Z by Z. First of all, we have to understand that delta Z stands for final error, divided by Z stands for final true value. So final error by final true value. And what we call that ratio? The ratio of error to the true value. And if you go to the previous lecture, means our 6th lecture, just before that when we study about that, so we find, or we have defined that term, the ratio of error to the true value. We call this as a relative error. So what we got? Final relative error. Relative error means the comparison. So the final error to the true value is called as final relative error, is always equal to, it is also what? error of first to the true value of the first. So you can call the relative error of the first plus relative error of the second. So what is the final result in the multiplication that we got? Final relative error is always equal to relative error of first plus relative error of second plus relative error of next and next and next. It means during the multiplication, final relative error is always equal to the sum of relative error of all the quantities. If I use the two quantities A and B, then it would be delta A plus delta A by A plus delta B by B. If I use the third, so it would be delta C by C and so on and so on. And here we have the multiplication rule. So in multiplication, true value always multiply. But about the error, हमारे पास यहाँ पे error का कोई direct formula नहीं है. That delta Z is equal to that much. We have the relative error formula. So the relative error of the final quantity is equal to the relative error of the first quantity plus relative error of the second quantity. So error always being in the relative form during the multiplication. So here we have our third application, which is your multiplication of the two physical quantities. So first of all, please note it down, multiplication also. Done? Okay. Now we are going to perform our fourth mathematical operation, and that operation is your division. So our next operation is division. Let us divide, or what would be the error, or how the error is going to be present in front of us when we divide the two operations or two physical quantities. So again, let Z be the final physical quantity. So let's suppose Z is going to be your final physical quantity. So let us find out what? Final true value. So in the same manner, what would be our final true value? So final true value, Z would be division of A and B. Means true value performs the same relation like your individual जो आपको बोला गया. So if he asks for addition, so Z would be A plus B. If he asks for subtraction, it would be A minus B. For multiplication, A into B, and for division, A divided by B. So let us find out final correct value. Okay, so it would be Z plus minus delta Z is equal to, means final correct value means final true value plus minus final error is equal to first correct value, means the correct value of the first quantity, to the correct value of the second quantity. We have to divide it now, so we will do the division formula. So please, Z plus minus delta Z, let us take A as a common from the upper side. ऊपर वाले से A common लीजिए please. So when you take A as a common, what left? 1 plus minus delta A divided by A. In the similarly manner, take the B from the denominator. यहाँ से B common लीजिए, it would be B common लेंगे तो it would be 1 plus minus delta B divided by B. Okay, so now we have A by B, 1 plus minus delta A by A, 1 plus minus delta B by B. Now please try to understand. So here again, take the Z common from the left hand side. So it would be Z, it would be plus minus delta Z by Z is equal to, what left here? A by B. A divided by B. This would be on the upper side, 1 plus minus delta A by A. And what is on the denominator? 1 plus minus delta B by B. So this is the whole term which is in the denominator. But if I want to try this term to take it over, अगर मैं इस term को ऊपर ले जाने के लिए try करूं, what I have to write? I have to give the power as a 1 but on the negative form. Correct? So here we have the product of the three quantities. Number one, a into b. Number two, 1 plus minus delta a by a into last term is 1 plus minus delta b by b, but the whole power is negative 1. So now z cancel with a by b because the final true value is the division of the first true value and the second true value. Done? Okay, now what left to us? 1 plus minus delta z by z is equal to 1 plus minus delta a by a and 1 plus minus delta b by b power negative 1. So let us take this as a equation number 1. Now everyone, no problem here because it is a simple expression. It is also a simple expression, but this expression is making you a very much complicated. It is 1 plus minus something, but whole power it is not neither 1 neither 2. If it is a plus b whole square, we can solve it. If it is a plus b whole cube, we can solve it. But it is a plus or a minus something whole power negative 1. So how we can solve this? So for this, there is an expression called as binomial theorem. Okay, for this point, I am going to only discuss the overview of the binomial theorem. But when we go into the mathematical tools, as I told you in the previous lecture also that we have to discuss one more chapter, we call that as a zero chapter, where we are going to use some mathematical formula, and binomial theorem is also the part of the mathematics. So in future you are going to study your binomial theorem as a whole chapter in the mathematics. But we are going to use that formula for, यानी हम mathematics से ये चीज उधार ले रहे हैं. Sir, please give us your theorem so that we can solve this. And the theorem is 1 plus x whole power n. 1 plus something unknown value and whole power is n. N can be any numerical value, is always, or you can say is nearly equal to, so it is the sign of nearly equal to 1 plus nx. And I want that you all should write this above the margin as a binomial theorem. 1 plus x power n is always equal to or nearly equal to 1 plus nx if x is very very less than 1. अगर आपका ये x का value, okay, they are not multiplying, this is your condition. If this x is very very less than 1, means 1 plus some term, but that term is very very less than 1, that whole power n, that would be nearly equal to 1 plus nx. Nearly equal to uske chala jata hai wo. So let's try to do that. So when we perform this, it would be 1 plus minus delta z by z is equal to 1 plus minus delta a by a. It is 1 plus it can be minus also, अगर यहाँ पे minus होता है तो वो भी आ जाता है. This is your x. So this delta b by b is behaving like the x. Now first of all, if I want to apply this binomial theorem here, so this term should be less than 1. But how it can be? Check this out. What is delta b? Delta b is the error value, which is less than b. So delta b is less than b, and in denominator we have the true value. So that's why we have written this all values, so that we can apply or we can use in the future like multiplication and in division also. So what we got in a division, that delta b by b, delta b is less than b. So their numerator part is less than your denominator part. And if it is so, this would be always less than 1. And if it is less than 1, it means it satisfies this condition and it will become 1 plus minus n. N stands for the power that we have. And what is the power that we have? We have negative 1 and into x. And what was the x? Delta b by. Is that okay? 1 plus minus. You can also apply here 1 plus minus. अगर ये minus भी होता है 1 minus x तो भी binomial theorem is applicable. If it is only plus तो भी applicable. So 1 plus minus x whole power n is always equal to 1 plus minus nx. 1 plus minus n into x. N means the power that we have, and here we have negative. By this manner we can solve various expressions with the multiple powers. आप solve कर सकते हैं. You can also take to apply. आप अपने घर पे भी इस चीज को बैठ के ट्राई कर सकते हैं. 1 plus minus 0.02 whole square. चलो एक बार ये ट्राई करके देखना प्लीज. 1 plus 0.02 whole square. A plus b whole square. You have your formula. A square plus b square plus 2ab. But according to binomial theorem, this should be nearly equal to, I am not saying exactly equal to, but it should be nearly equal to 1 plus 2 into 0.02, 1 plus nx, because this is very less than this, and it would become 1 plus 0. What? 04. Answer would be 1.004. Nearly. Try करके देख लीजिए, आपका आंसर लगभग इतना ही आएगा, लगभग. So for that, this formula is applicable. This formula does not saying it would be equal to, it would say nearly equal to. So that's why this binomial theorem can be applicable. You can try at your home for any expressions. So here, after solving this, what we have? 1 plus minus delta z by z, 1 plus minus delta a by a, and this minus is multiplied, so it would become minus plus. और वो मैं आपको पहले ही बता चुका हूँ. Whether we write negative plus or whether we write positive negative, plus minus, so it would be the same thing. Now let us open the bracket. So 1 plus minus delta z by z. 1 multiplied with the 1. Delta a multiplied with the 1 plus minus delta a by a. Then 1 multiplied with the 1, delta a multiplied with that. 1 multiplied with the delta b by b. So it would be delta b by b, and finally plus minus delta a by a into delta b by b. So after opening the bracket, this is the expression that we got. And since this is the expression that we got after opening the bracket, what is that term? You can check this out. This term includes the product of a and b in the denominator, but in the numerator side, on the upper side, it is the product of delta a and delta b. Product of delta a and delta b. So since delta a dot delta b is very small, this is the reason that we have discussed in the multiplication. Since delta a is less than, very less than a, delta b भी बहुत छोटा है, और अगर दो नंबर स्मॉल है तो उनके प्रोडक्ट भी वेरी स्मॉल होंगे. So that's why it is neglected. And if it is neglected, what left to us? 1 plus minus delta z by z is equal to 1 plus minus delta a by a plus minus delta b by b. This is the only part that is left to us. This is being neglected, and this 1 cancel with the 1, because when it goes on this side it would be negative. So what left? Plus minus delta z by z is equal to, plus minus would be taken as a common, delta a by a plus delta b by b, and plus minus cancel. And what is the final conclusion we got? Delta z by z is equal to delta a by a plus delta b by, and this is your what? Maximum final which error? Relative error. But when we perform which operation? Division operation. So what is the conclusion for the division operation when we do this division operation among the two physical quantities having their own true values and the error? That we got true value, again going to be perform the same operation जो चल रहा है. But what is the about the final error? So here the conclusion is again that the final relative error is always equal to relative error of the first quantity and the relative error of the second quantity. Means the result for the error, if you summarize the whole 4 operations, so what we got? The result of the errors of the first quantity, means for the first operation and second operation, means for addition and for subtraction. ट्रू वैल्यू तो देखो सब में वैसे ही काम कर रहा है. फॉर एडिशन इट इज एडिंग, फॉर सब्ट्रैक्शन इट इज सब्ट्रैक्टिंग, फॉर मल्टीप्लिकेशन ट्रू वैल्यू इज मल्टीप्लाइंग, एंड फॉर डिवीजन ट्रू वैल्यू इज डिवाइडिंग. but about the errors, because the topic was the combinations of the error. So for addition, errors add. For subtraction, error again add. For multiplication, relative error add, means final relative error is equal to relative error of first plus relative error of second. And for division, again relative error add. Means the result for the errors in addition and subtraction is same, and in multiplication and division is same. तो एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन में एरर पे वही काम होगा, ट्रू वैल्यू अपना ऑपरेशन करेगा, एंड डिवीजन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन पे भी भाई. सो हियर वी हैव लास्ट एंड द फोर्थ एक्सप्रेशन मींस द व्हिच वन, द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ एरर व्हेन वी परफॉर्म द डिवीजन ऑपरेशन. सो हियर दिस इज आवर लास्ट ऑपरेशन दैट वी डिस्कस. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल नोट डाउन दिस आल्सो. डन. So now the point is that we discuss about all the four operations. We discuss about the addition, we discuss about the subtraction, we discuss about everything. But I personally want to add one more, and that is your power. Okay, let's suppose that Z means final true value. Final true value is equal to first quantity has something power, a power p. Let's suppose p be the any power. So now the point is that when we perform the power expression, when we do the power expression, so it is not a type of derivation, it is a just simple conclusion जो हम निकालने जा रहे हैं, a power p. But before going to that, let us give me some example. Let's suppose Z is equal to a cube. So what is the meaning of a cube? So a cube implies that it is the product of a into a. Means Z is equal to a cube. It implies that it is the product of a quantity 3 times. Okay, so it means हम लोग यहाँ पे कौन सा ऑपरेशन कर रहे हैं? We are performing the which operation? We are performing the multiplication operation. And what is the result of multiplication operation? Delta Z by Z is equal to relative error of first plus relative error of second plus relative error of third. So if Z is the product of first, second, third, but all the three quantities are the same, so what would be the final relative error? So the final relative error is the relative error of first, done, plus relative error of second, but again the second quantity is a, so we will repeat it because it is the same na. Third time it is also the relative error of third, but the relative error is again same. So the delta Z by Z is equal to relative error of first plus relative error of second plus relative error of third. But all the three quantities are same because it was the cube of that same quantity. So if it is so what is delta Z by Z? It would be 3 times of delta A by A. Have you got any conclusion? Okay. Similarly, अभी तक थोड़ा जो भी दिमाग में आया, please place it. If it is A cube, what would be happen if I go A power 5? What would be going to be happen? A power 5. So it is going to be 5 times. If it is going to be delta A by A plus delta A by A, and here it would be 5. Are you getting any pattern here? आपको कोई pattern मिल रहा है यहाँ पे? The pattern that we are getting, that whatever be the Z A something, so the relative error of the final, or you can say the final relative error is equal to what? Product of this 5 is the power. Initially when in the previous example when the power was 3, तो यहाँ पे 3 आ गया था, but the relative error of it, and here it is also. So if the Z is equal to a power p, so what is your final relative error? अगर आपके पास power component है, so the final relative error delta Z by Z would be power 5 था तो वो आगे आया, तो यहाँ पे power कितना है? Randomly, let's suppose it's p, so it would be p relative error of that quantity. And here, or this is the result of our what? the power formula. This is the just example, so that's why I am rubbing it. And here we have the final combinations if we have the power. Automatically power is the what? Automatically the power is the multiplication concept here, because power means we are multiplying that same term. पावर मींस उतने ही टाइम में कर रहे हैं, बट इफ इट इज सो हम लोग इसे डायरेक्टली याद कर सकते हैं. इफ z इज इक्वल टू a पावर p, सो द रिलेटिव एरर ऑफ द z मींस द रिलेटिव एरर ऑफ द फाइनल क्वांटिटी इज इक्वल टू पावर आ गया आगे एंड डेल्टा a बाय a रिलेटिव एरर ऑफ दैट क्वांटिटी. सो फ्रॉम दिस लेक्चर माइट भी थोड़ा सा लेंथी हो गया होगा, बट यू नो दैट the combination should be eliminated or should be finished within the one complete lecture. I can't do that कि हम लोग आज addition subtraction कर लेते हैं, कल multiplication करेंगे उसके बाद. So for that you have to be patient. At least इतना time तो आपको देना ही पड़ेगा. So give it the time. This is your fifth expression. Note it down. And now we are going to work on the sum. What? Some numericals that I will discuss with you, and after that you will get your assignment. So you are going to get that assignment get various numericals, so you will have the proper time. So आपको 1 day का gap है, you will have your 1 day gap, and in that 1 day gap there would be no further videos, but you have to complete your assignment. So first of all, note it down, and now we are going to do the numericals. Okay everyone, without not taking that much long time, let's do some numericals related to all small types, and you can do your assignment by your own. So here I have written all the relations, that in addition your final true value is a plus b, your error would be delta a plus delta b. In subtraction, but in multiplication, relative error is equal to the relative error of the first and the second, and in division and in the same in the power. So there is all the expression, you can also note it down all the expression. Let's start with the first numerical. So what he is talking about in the first numerical. So check this out. Two resistors are in series. First resistance, second resistance. And he is asking the net resistance. So according to your class 10th knowledge, in series, the net resistance is the algebraic sum of all the two resistors. Means in series connection, Rs is equal to R1 plus R2. So if I want the net resistance, so which mathematical operation I had to perform? I had to perform the addition. So if it is so I can find out the net true value of Rs. So net true value is true value of first and second. So what is the true value of first? 100. What is the true value of second? 200, na? A plus minus delta A, B plus minus delta B. Similarly like that. So it would be 100 plus 200, 300. So this is your net true. And what is the net error in the addition? Delta Rs. Let's suppose the symbol. It would be delta R1 plus delta R2. What is delta R1? 3. What is delta R2? 4. It would be 3 plus 4. How much? 7 ohm. So your net resistance is, how you will represent? Rs plus minus delta Rs. Z plus minus delta Z. And it would be 300 plus minus 7. This is the way that you have to do the numerical. Just you have to do the performance. Done? Second, like we have, check this out. The initial temperature is 18 plus minus 0.5 degrees Celsius. So first temperature is 18 true value, plus minus 0.5 means error is 0.5 degrees Celsius. Final temperature is 40 plus minus 0.3 degrees Celsius. Calculate the rise in temperature. So this was your initial temperature, this is your final temperature. So calculate the rise in temperature. So rise in temperature nikalna hai. So what thing that we have to do? So I have initial temperature, final. So how can I calculate rise in temperature? By final temperature minus initial temperature. So which operation I have to do? I have to do the subtraction here. So if I have to do the subtraction, so what or how can I do? Simple. Initial temperature and final temperature. So your final true value, or you can say final true temperature, it would be T2 minus T1. We will not do T1 minus T2, we always do final temperature minus, but the true value of final minus true value of this would be 40 minus 18 to 22. So this is your final temperature with the subtraction operation. But during the subtraction, what is our final? You can say error. So the final error is equal to error of first plus error of second. And what is the error of first? 0.5 plus what is the error of second? 0.3. So what is the total error? 0.8 degree. So how you will represent that the final, or you can say rise in temperature. How much rise in temperature is? 22 means final true value plus minus final error degree Celsius. So how you have to do your which operation? Subtraction operation. So I think, am I clear with the addition and subtraction? Okay, so I am rubbing. You can note it down if you want to note it down. One addition, one subtraction. Then we will go with the further. Okay, now after addition and subtraction in a quick manner, that we have a next question. What is the next question? Since voltage is equal to 100 plus minus 5 volts. So this is your voltage. I am giving the solution of 3 here. Third solution. Voltage is 100 plus minus 5 volt. And current is 10 plus minus 0.2 ampere. He is asking not the resistance, he is asking the percentage error in resistance. So I have voltage, I have current. How can I calculate the resistance? So we know that resistance is equal to V by I. So to calculate the resistance, we should have to do the division of V versus I. Means we have to perform the division operation. But he does not ask for the resistance. So if he asks for the resistance, I will calculate the true value of resistance by true value of voltage by current. Then I will calculate the delta Z, mean the error in the resistance, by this delta A. We have delta A, we have A, we have delta B. This is delta B, this is your B, and we have calculated the Z by A by B. We can calculate that. But he asked for which error? Percentage error. But if you revise your previous lecture where we discuss about the relative error, so how we can calculate the percentage error? So percentage error, you know that it is always relative error into 100. So if I want to calculate percentage error in the resistance, first of all I have to calculate the relative error. First of all I have to do this. So relative error, but it is a division operation. So what is the result of the division operation? That relative error of final quantity, which is resistance, is equal to, since it is a division of V and I, so it would be relative error of voltage plus relative error of current. So first of all calculate the relative error. Or you can do one thing here, multiply by the 100 both the side. You can do this. Multiply by the 100. So what it becomes? Delta R by R into 100. It becomes percentage error in resistance is equal to, what is delta V? 5. What is V? 100. Plus, what is delta I? 0.2. What is I? 10 into 100. We multiply with the 100 because we want percentage, and after solving that you can have the percentage. Clear? And similarly after this, the last but the most important question that I was saying, the question that was part in my examination previous, means HTET. So this was the question which was the part of the HTET. So please first of all note it down this. Yeah? So now I am running it. So let's discuss about the last type, and the rest you will do your as an assignment. So in this last type, he says we have any quantity Q whose expression is A square BQ C by D square. So this Q quantity depend upon all the force. Having some power, सब पे देखो power है, they are multiplying and they are also dividing. So this question is a mixture of various combination. यहाँ पे multiply भी हो रहा है, यहाँ पे divide भी हो रहा है, यहाँ पे power भी. So he asked that where the percentage error is in A, B, C and D, mean the percentage error of A is 1%, in B the percentage error is 2, in C is 3 and D is 4. What is the percentage error in the Q? Means teacher is asking percentage error in Q. Means he is asking delta Q by Q into 100. This is the percentage error, na? So he is asking that. So first of all, to calculate the percentage error in Q, we have to calculate the relative error of the Q. So delta Q by Q, left hand side. First of all, try to look at A square. First term, A square. So it is a power formula. And how to solve the power? Ki power would come in front and it become relative error. So it would power kitna? 2. And what left? Delta A by A. This is the solution of A square. Now, to the next term, when we transfer to ourselves to the next term, let us transfer to the B. B pe jate hain. But how the A square and B cube are related? They are multiplying. And whenever the two numbers multiply, their relatives add. So there would be add. But what is the second term? B cube. How to solve B cube? It is again power. The power would come in front, delta B by B. Is that okay? Now, the next term is C. But where is C? It is in a division. But in the division, the result of error is similarly like the multiplication, means the relative is again going to add. And the whose division? C. Only C. What is the power of C? 1. If you want to take 1 in front into delta C by C. 1 ही है power, क्या तो आप delta C by C भी लिख सकते हैं. What is the next? D square. This D square is again in the division, or you can say multiply with the C. And since it is again in the division, so division में फिर से relative error is going to be add. So whether you are multiplying or whether you are dividing, your relatives are going to add. But the power is 2, so it would be 2 delta D by. So now, in this question, neither we have the value of delta A or कुछ नहीं है, but we have the percentage error. So let us do multiply by the 100 both the side. So if I multiply with the 100, so please check this out. Delta Q by Q into 100. What is that? Percentage error of the Q is equal to 2 delta A by A into 100 plus 3 delta B by B into 100 plus 1 can be eliminated, delta C by C into 100 plus 2 delta D by D into 100. What is that? Delta A by A into 100. Relative error of A into 100, it is called as percentage error of A. And what is the percentage of error of A given? It is 1%. So it is 1% plus 3 delta B by B into 100. It is the percentage error of the B. Relative error into 100 from the previous lecture. It is 2%. Similarly, percentage error of C, which is 3%, plus 2 into percentage error of D, which is 4%. So it would be 2 plus 6 plus 3 plus 8. So 8 to 10 plus 6, 16 plus 3. So what is the percentage error in the Q quantity? 19%. This was the similar question that was asked in the STET 2019. So in that examination there was the two questions जो मुझसे पूछे गए थे from this unit जो हम लोग अभी डील कर रहे हैं. The first question आप लोग कर चुके हैं, second मैंने आपके सामने रख दिया. Okay, so now just complete this question, learn all the relation. वीडियो थोड़ा लंबा गया है but it is very much worthy. You have one more day. अब कोई next video नहीं, one day gap में. After that you are going to complete your assignment. Clear your doubts, ask the doubt. Mostly अभी भी बहुत कम लोगों के doubts आ रहे हैं. So please जितने ज़्यादा doubts आप लोग पूछेंगे, it would be very much clear to everyone. If someone is thinking that कि end पे जाके काम करेंगे, so it is not going to happen. So please do this. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Your assignment will be shown and your assignment will be in the description link. So आपको वो description में link मिल जाएगा and by the PDF वो आपको WhatsApp पे भी पहुंच जाएगा. So please note it down please.